What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. I hope everyone is healthy and well today on this beautiful day. Welcome, all my new supporters. Can't forget about the new incoming supporters. Thank you so much for all the support. Now, today we'll be reacting to a highly requested video. Original video link will be down below in the description as always. Thank you, my lovely supporters, for recommending this topic, man. You guys know how much I really do like watching these type of videos, especially since I've been in the gym pushing that weight. Okay, let's jump right into the video, man. Today we'll be reacting to British SAS selection and training. This ain't easy, man. What that say right here? Foreign special ops. Man, this ain't easy. Talking about some special ops. Do you know anybody, or maybe yourself? Did you go through this training process? How was it? What is it like? You know, it's like maybe, I'll look it up. I don't want to be inaccurate and just throw out a percentage, talk about some, only 1% of people make this. Just stop it, bro. You know, what is it? It could be like 5% now, but please let me know. Because in my mind, I'm like, you know how you got to be as a human being to be a special ops? Maybe I'm talking about no police officer. We're talking about special ops. Bro, what do they think? Like, how do they think on a daily basis of walking around? You think they be like mapping out plans in their head? How to get out of a situation or something before a situation were to occur? Or just mapping out different situations of how they would actually, should I say, execute in those certain situations? But like, what would you think be going through their minds? Military people in general, even without PTSD. Yo, there's some dangerous people for real, for real. Let's check this video out.
The SAS and SBS operate under joint command, and they share a common selection process.
This is training? You gotta be, this is training, or this actual, like, you know, we in war type footage?
And SBS operate under joint command, and they share a common selection process. It's one of the toughest special forces initiation courses in the world.
To be able to get through the selection process, one has to be very focused, extremely driven.
You gotta go down facing down? How does that work? I ain't never seen nobody do something like that a day in my life. What situation, you think there's gonna be a situation where they're high in a building or something and they gotta like go down head first? Rather than like, anything can happen though. And it could be a lot of reasons, you know? I don't know, maybe something to do with your weight or something. That's the only reason I'm thinking, like, upside down though. You know, like, I don't know, man. They get real technical, but that is wicked. I ain't never see that a day in my life. This don't compare to the US training for real. Like, if you really want to build a strong soldier and you want to make sure they ain't scared of nothing, make them do something like this, bro. Hey, man, send them up in the plains and let them jump. All type of crazy stuff for real. Like, go out in the ocean, tied up, hands and feet. Become one with the waves. Like, I mean, all type of craziness.
It's one of the toughest special forces initiation courses in the world.
To be able to get through the selection process, one has to be very focused, extremely driven, almost to the point of having superhuman concentration on getting the job done.
Selection begins with 3 weeks of endurance marches in the British countryside. This might sound like just a walk in the park, but in fact, the course is designed to push physical and mental stamina to the limit. The recruits are the fittest of the fit, from regiments across.
A lot of people did tell me that, and I've always knew that, you know. Look, all these men right here, I don't care how strong, I don't care how much you bench, how much you incline, how much you squat, we don't care. We don't, how long, how many miles you could run, we don't care. Because this training is something different. Now, I feel like when you come out here, it's more of a mindset. Like, you could be so big and strong and jacked up and everything, but like mentally weak, like so soft in the mind. Oh my gosh, you know? And I feel like that's where it all starts. We got men that are small, you know, maybe 120, 135, but they got hearts of steel for real, you know? So all that, what you coming in with, it don't matter. You be looking at some of these people in the military, I don't even think they want you super big. I think you should really focus, you know, weight, calisthenics, all stuff like that. You know, you still want to be lean and fast, but I be looking at some of the US soldiers and they be big and like bulked up, steroids, they be big, like big. like when you out there and it's really time to put in the work, how you running? How you keeping up with the squad? How you climbing? How you throwing yourself over this and that? How is you sliding and fitting and laying on the stuff? I'm like, these people right here are training to be like ninjas, basically. You know, you don't want to be seen. It's special ops for a reason. But like when you look at the regular military, like our military, bro, they just be trying to be out there, big Humvees and UAVs and tanks. Like, hey, we here. Man, I'm trying to come on the low. I'm trying to snake you. You know what I'm trying to snake you out on the low, bro. If this is war or something, I'm snaking you out on the low. You're not even going to know I'm coming. This is war, not a fist fight. We're not going to go toe-to-toe and be aware of what we got. No. I'm coming up when you don't see it coming. Me creeping at night when you laying in your bed, you know? Yeah, we really got to change some stuff with our military for real. I be noticing a lot of stuff. Not saying that, we don't have a great military, but we do got some issues.
Mental stamina to the limit. The recruits are the fittest of the fit. From regiments across the British military, often with years of combat.
Look at that.
Fittest of the fit. From regiments across the British military.
Ain't nothing funny about this, though. Because he ain't laughing, and I know if I put that backpack on, I won't be laughing either, but that thing heavy. You see this? Artillery, weighted vest and everything. Man, it's probably hot out here. This ain't for the weak. And do you see him all big and jacked up? Like to where it's noticeable? No. That's real strength. You don't got to be super duper big to have real strength either. And a lot of people fail to recognize real strength. And that's what pisses me off for real. Like, well, you ain't big, you ain't strong. Be quiet. You could be popping the pills all day, becoming big, like it's Superman or something, bro. You know, real strength.
Limit. The recruits are the fittest of the fit. From regiments across the British military, often with years of combat experience under their belts. But Special Forces selection will break more than 90% of them.
On my course, there was 160 of us started, and most of those guys were from top regiments like the Royal Marines. Only 9 of us passed.
Carrying a heavy backpack called a Bergen, filled with bricks, the men march up, down, and across the...
Filled with bricks, and it's called the Bergen? Wait a minute, let me hear one.
Backpack called a Bergen.
Bergen, okay. Filled with bricks. They ain't got nothing in here right now. They got bricks. Like, oh my goodness. Bricks? If there's no... Wait a minute. Okay, the way I'm thinking of this... Because I've had weights in a backpack, and I've did, like, certain stuff like this as far as running, working out, and maneuvering with like such heavy weights swinging around on my back. This is a little more secure. You think they could feel these bricks on their back, like pressing up? And it's like hurting their shoulders crazy? Or no? Where my people at that had to go through this and attempted it? Man, this is grueling. I know what the... Okay, I don't know specifically what this feels like, but I have that idea. I've done so many workouts and tried so many things with that weight on me in a backpack, but I didn't have as much support as them. So that weight was always hitting me and crushing my back, and I had to like control it. It was moving to the side, like until I got like a better backpack, but you could still feel it on your back though, pressing, real comfortable. Especially when you gotta move and run, you gotta roll and get up. It's real uncomfortable. A lot of endurance needed for that. Just to hold this stuff. Just to hold this stuff. We didn't even talk about fighting. We're not even talking about taking cover and aiming. Now, I know they're not going to have this on in battle. Maybe it's something smaller, or is it not? Is it not something smaller? Well, I don't... Somebody please let me know. Are they moving with like smaller backpacks or like... Oh, not backpacks. Hold on real quick.
Started, and most of those guys were from top regiments like the Royal Marines.
Excuse me, I'm
only
sorry.
9 of us passed.
Carrying a heavy backpack called a Bergen.
A heavy backpack called a Bergen. Okay, not backpack, Bergen. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry, but we corrected that. Somebody please let me know. Are they wearing this? Are they wearing the Bergen this size? Like out there on the field?
Filled with bricks, The men march up, down, and across the rugged Welsh hillsides. Every
Running.
day the distance gets further and the burden gets heavier.
They train you to do certain things, but then you have to practice them under the worst conditions, extremely tired.
Weapons training is happening all the time. You'll stop at a checkpoint where they'll weigh your Bergen.
51 pounds, okay?
And while you're there, they might throw you, say, an AK-47 if you've never seen one before, and they'll say, right, strip that down and tell me how it works.
The approximately 10% of recruits who survive the endurance test.
What? You see, I got scared because I don't know. I can't strip no artillery down and explain it. Like, you got to have it all. You got to be everything. You got to be physically able, emotionally, mentally, physically, emotionally. I feel like we're missing something. Nope. I think that's all right there. You got to have all of this under control. Realistically, as a man, you should, though. This is going to test that and make sure you built that. But I mean, like, man, strip it down. It's how you, like, well, these people are experienced. Never mind. He did say that. These people are experienced. So it's not like you're new coming in to be a special. Are you crazy? I mean, you better take your behind. This is the experience of the experienced, you know? These guys got family. They got kids. Bro, they going home. They're going home for sure. They're not playing with you. No rookie on this allowed here. How many years of work did you put in the military? They're going to question that. Like, how many years of work did you put in? Like, these dudes is vets for real. I wonder if the money's better. Like, if you move over to become a special op, you think like the money's better over there in that field? It's like that overtime double pay type of cash? Let me know. Especially if you already served for like 30 years. What? Now you want to do this? Please let me know. But yeah, these guys are experienced. So I'm for, I was completely forgetting, excuse me. That's why they could strip this. I mean, duh, if I had experience, of course. Of course. Of course. You know? Great video.
You say an AK-47 if you've never seen one before, and they'll say, right, strip that down and tell me how it works.
The approximately 10% of recruits who survive the endurance test then move on for 5 months of continuation training, designed to turn a regular soldier into an elite warrior.
Training begins with preparation in mountain warfare, deployment from aircrafts, parachuting, special weapons, special vehicles, specialist climbing equipment, being able to gain entry to a building, using dynamic explosive devices.
Jungle training is part of selection as well, because the SAS man has got to be trained in every different climate, so that if anything happens there, you can be posted there tomorrow.
So you can't become... Wait a minute. Your SAS training ain't complete until you adapt and train in all those different type of conditions? And I'm not letting that go over my head. Because, okay, so say the weather's nice. And I got SAS training. It's 98 degrees outside. We got through first day. How long is the standard SAS training? Because I remember when they had the bricks on their backs, he said day by day it gets heavier. So that right there tells me this has to be, longer than the average day. This has to be longer than like a full day. And like these guys must be camping out or something as well, right? Or no? Am I completely mistaken? Like, are they not hiking and camping out as well, learning how to survive on the outdoor, conditions, and then getting right back to it? Cause it's snowing here. Not everybody that is gonna train for the SAS, to become an SAS. It's not gonna be snowing. It could be raining. It could be really hot. So do they like make you travel? Do they take you to different places so you could train in different conditions? Or like, how does that work as well? Man, I'm going to have a lot of questions, man. This is the only way we could learn please, guys, can you answer these questions for me? You know, there's things I like to look up throughout the videos and on my own time and everything, but like, I feel like it's stuff like this, man. We get a chance to really, you know, talk in the comments for real. Help everyone out. In case people don't get to certain parts of the videos, I really like when people drop the comments because it's more permanent. You know, it's there, it's bold, everyone can see it. You know, I could specifically be giving information at 20 minutes in the video. And what if somebody don't get the 20 minutes? I feel like they miss out on that now, you know? So I really do like when we include everything in the comments, guys. Please feel free to answer these questions that I have. I might have more, man.
With preparation in mountain warfare, deployment from aircrafts, parachuting, special weapons, special...
Wait a minute.
Approximately 10% of recruits who survive the endurance test then move on for 5 months of continuation training.
5 months of continuation training.
Designed to turn a regular soldier into an elite warrior.
5 months. You got 5 months, bro. Yo, bro, 5 months. You don't think in 5 months they finna take you here? The season could possibly, like, you know, switch up on you. Okay, it's a rainy day. Like, oh yeah, that's enough time. That's definitely enough time. My questions are like getting answered. Some of them. But where are my people that you don't know this like the back of their hand, that truly study this, you know, or maybe had family members in this, or did it themselves, or have it upcoming? Good luck, by the way. No, seriously, good luck if you have this, by the way. And that's no sarcasm. That's nothing but the most respect and the most faith I have towards you, and I hope you become one. I hope you become one. And these ain't the men to play with, boy. I tell you, you may not play with these boys, man.
Survive the endurance test.
They dog you out.
Move on for 5 months of continuation training. Designed to turn a regular soldier into an elite warrior.
Training begins with preparation in mountain warfare, deployment from aircrafts, parachuting, special weapons, special vehicles, specialist climbing equipment, being able to gain entry to a building, using dynamic explosive devices.
Jungle training is part of selection as well, because the SAS man has got to be trained in every different climate, so that if anything happens there, you can be posted there tomorrow and you'll be able to operate there.
Reacting to the British SAS selection and training. I feel like this is very informative, very needed for the world to see, just in case, you know, you guys decide you want to do this one day. This is very educational and purposeful. I feel like this was needed. This was seriously needed. A lot of people tend to shrug when it comes to just, you know, when it comes to the average military training. But can that average person do that? I mean, military training? I don't want to say average military training. Oh yeah, that average military training, because this is on another level. These guys came from the military and everything, you know? This is something special, literally. This is something special. Special ops. I wonder what it's like. I mean, I would love to like try one day, go through the training and everything. But like, what do you got to imagine what it does to your self-esteem, your confidence. Knowing you jumped out of a plane, something you ain't never did before. You're out in the jungle, you're living out in the wilderness. You over here starting fires and stuff. You ain't never did that, you know? There's some people who went to the military, but they still didn't experience the type of stuff they're gonna be doing. Like throughout their career, they still didn't experience that. So they will in special ops. Like I've seen a lot of comments and people be like, I've been in the military for this long and that long, and I have yet to do that. And I'm like, you a vet. You mean to tell me you ain't never did this before? You know, you go thinking that they did everything, and it really separates the differences between both. It really does. You know, in the intensity level, should I say. Highly respectable on both ends. Yes, please feel free to educate me and the world, the rest of the family, the rest of the community, you know? I really just wanted to say family. I didn't even want to say community. We just gonna say family. We just gonna say family. You know, it's deeper than that, man. We like this, you know? Please feel free to educate me and the rest of the family down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was Just one of them ones. No, for real. I got a few other videos I actually want to check out pertaining to the British SAS. Really caught my attention. Highly, highly recommended. And some weren't. Some I actually, picked out myself and was like, I feel like my peoples are going to love this. And we do need some content like that, here and there. A lot of the times, like every day I'm reacting to recommended videos. But sometimes I like to pull from my own list and give you guys, my reaction to something unexpected. And I feel like I'm going to have a few of those videos. I feel like you guys will enjoy. I definitely will. Especially the topics it'll be on. Oh my gosh. Everyone, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Turn all post notifications on. That way you don't miss out on them videos. I mean, you're going to miss out if you don't have all post notifications on. And some people be like, Strac, I didn't get this video. I didn't know you posted. Did you have all post notifications on? You know what I'm saying? So make sure you have that on straight up. So you don't miss out on any of the future posts. I love you all so much. Flood my comment section. Follow the Twitch. And subscribe to all my other YouTube channels down below in the description. Continuing our journey of sharpening our mind, becoming more wise and intellectual on a daily basis as an American, separating ourselves from the rest of the people in this world that I'm living in. But I know there are some other people around the world that are on this journey as well, especially in my country. So salute to everyone, especially if you are watching this video. Let's keep this going. Let's keep learning. One day I hope to experience. Hopefully I got, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be possible, but hopefully I can have the opportunity to be able to just see what it's like, or at least half of what it's like. I got to be able to get through some of it first, man. Okay. Yeah, but I guess we'll see. I'll be doing it for documentary purposes only, educational purposes only, entertaining, I guess, for you on your end. Stay safe, everyone. I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.